What up guys, my name is Stanley Steen from Team Deberoo and today I am going to discuss with you a question that's been asked a lot by a lot of students. So I'm going to discuss it and answer it right here with you. Alright, so the question that we are going to discuss today is, should I include an email opt-in to my flow, to my campaign? And before we dive in and discuss about this matter, let me tell you that you can still join the Deberoo Suite beta. So if you haven't heard about the Deberoo Suite yet, it is an all-round affiliate marketing platform with all the software and all the services that you need for your affiliate marketing journey. And right now we are in a beta test, which you can join for free. So make sure to check out the link below in the description and sign up for the free Deberoo Suite beta. Now let's dive in. So a lot of students have been asking me, Stanley, should I include an email opt-in to my campaign? Should I include an email opt-in to my landing page and to my flow? Let's discuss it by first looking at the definition of an email opt-in. What is an email opt-in? According to Wikipedia, an email opt-in is a term used when someone is not initially added to an email list and is instead given the option to join the email list. Typically, this is some sort of mailing list, newsletter, or advertising. Opt-out emails do not ask permission to send emails. These emails are typically criticized as unsolicited bulk emails, better known as spam. Alright, so now that we know what an email opt-in is, let's take a look at one. So this is a pop-up, right? This is you're browsing a website and it pops up and it says the deals start now. Join our email list for first dibs on freebies, offers, and 15% off your first purchase. I am interested in beauty or grooming, email address, sign up now. What the company does right here is look for engagement with the user. And instead, in return, the user gets a discount. So why does the company do this? So they want your email address so that they can send you promotions. They can send you newsletters. They can send you an email when they have a new product. When we talk about fashion, which is big in the opt-in, they can send you an email as soon as a new season starts. Because in the fashion world, every season means a new trend and a new type of clothing that is being introduced to the stores every year, 4 times a year, even more often. Right now they have like 52 seasons in a fashion year. So every week there is something new that is trending. And they want to keep you up to date because they know if they keep you up to date about it, you are more likely to go back and buy stuff from them. And because you're more likely to buy stuff from them, since they have your email address and they give you newsletters, they can offer you a discount on your first purchase because they know you'll be coming back most likely, right? So that's from the point of view of the company. But how does it work if you don't own the product? Because we as affiliates cannot give the user an extra discount if they fill in their email address. So let's see how email opt-in works in the affiliate marketing. First of all, very important to note, an email opt-in is a form, a model for CPA. So you do have offers out there that just ask you for an email opt-in of the user. So CPA stands for costs per acquisition, and the acquisition can be whatever the offer provider wants it to be. So it could be a sale of a product, for example, but it could also very well be an email opt-in. And then the payout most likely will be lower since the bar is lower than buying something. But you will still get paid every time somebody fills in their email address and shoots it through to you. All right? You can also use email opt-in in affiliate marketing to create an email list for the offer that you are promoting. So for example, if I am promoting a weight loss product, right? I've got weight loss products right here and I'm trying to sell it. And as a user comes through, is interested and goes to my landing page, fills in their email address, sends it through, and then doesn't convert. I now have their email address. So if I later want to try and repurpose this target, I can send them an email about my weight loss product and try to still convert it even though he didn't convert on the first try, right? But there's another way to use email opt-in in affiliate marketing, and that's by creating an email list for the vertical and future offers you want to promote. So once again, if I have weight loss product A right here, a user comes to my landing page, fills in their email address, does a email opt-in, and goes to the offer page, but doesn't convert. A couple months later, I've got a new offer that I'm promoting. So weight loss product A turns out to be a shit campaign and I moved on. I now have weight loss product B, which is performing a lot better. And now I want to do a email campaign to the vertical of weight loss. Since they opted in on weight loss product A, I know that that user is interested in losing weight and weight loss product. So now that I have weight loss product B right here, I can use their email address, I can use the opt-in of my first campaign to make conversions on my second campaign. And that's how you can use email opt-in in affiliate marketing. Now, let's take a look on how the email opt-in works in the funnel. Where in the funnel should you ask for that email if you decide to do an email opt-in? So first of all, just like every other flow and every other funnel in the affiliate marketing, it starts with the first impression. That could be a banner if you're running display. That could be a so-called article if you're doing native. So an image, a title, a description, whatever you're running, you have a first impression. If you're doing Facebook, it's a post. Whatever it is, there is a first impression. And when the user is interested, they will click on that first impression. And as soon as the user clicks on that first impression, you already know that basically they are interested in that vertical and / or that product, meaning that their email address might be of use for you for this or future campaigns. By clicking on the first impression, they will now go to your landing page. And on that landing page, the goal is to create engagement with the user. That can be in all kinds of ways. That can be by writing a good advertorial and giving them more information on the topic and engaging them that way. Or it could be a VSL with a very good video engaging them more to the product and to losing weight or whatever it is. Or it could be a quiz with fun question that will engage them. Whatever it is, you want to engage the user, because after your user is engaged, you are going to ask for the opt-in. If your user is not engaged and you ask for the email address, most likely they will not give it, right? If I put on an ad on Facebook saying, send your email address right now, nobody's going to do it. Because why would you give somebody randomly your email address? It doesn't make sense. But if you're engaged, it's more likely that they will give you the email address. For example, if you have a quiz landing page, and it's a sort of like a trivia quiz, so there are right answers and wrong answers, and the user goes through it, you might want to say, awesome, you have answered all the questions. Do you want to see if you're right? Do you want to see the answers? Fill in your email address below. Now there is engagement. The user has spent their time and mind on answering your questions. And now that he has answered your question, he wants to know the answers. So they're engaged. That's the perfect moment to ask for an email address, since a lot of people will give you the email address because they want to see the answers, right? And after that, after the opt-in, obviously you would redirect to the offer to make them convert. Let's take a look at a couple pros and cons, because up until now we've been talking about how to implement the email opt-in in your flow and in your campaign. But should you include an email opt-in in your campaign is the question that we want to answer today. So now that we have a better understanding of how and what an email opt-in is, let's take a look at the pros and cons. Let's start with the pros. One of the pros is that you have a list of vertical interested users, right? Everybody who fills in their email address is somewhat interested in that vertical and/or offer. Meaning that you now have a list of interested users. You can do a very specific targeting on an email campaign. You can make multiple lists of multiple verticals and multiple offers, however you want to sort it out. But you now can specifically target those email addresses for a future campaign, or maybe even the same campaign if you wish. The traffic quality to the offer page will increase. Why? Because people are engaged. If they give you your email address and then click through to the offer, they already made a sort of commitment. They already said, okay, I trust you somewhat, I am engaged, I want to know more, I'm interested, here is my email address, and then they go to the offer page. So the user is already very engaged to what's going on and what you've been telling them and how you have engaged them. They're very interested at that moment, so it will increase the quality on the offer page. However, your CTR, your click-through rate, will decrease. How does that work? Even though you might engage the user perfectly, you are always gonna miss users when it comes to the click-through. There are always going to be users that don't want to give you their email address, right? Maybe if they buy something, they will give their email address, but they're not going to do an opt-in because they still see it as spam. So they don't want to receive your email, so they won't fill in their email address. So therefore, you have a decreased CTR. Also, your CPC will be higher. Your costs per click will increase. Why? Because less people click through to the landing page. If your CTR declines, your bid stays the same, your CPC will already automatically increase. So you will be paying more per click. Now, before we go to the last thoughts, let's take a look on how that decreased CTR works in the flow. So let me go back to the flow, right here. So we have the first impression, nothing changes there. User is interested and clicks, nothing changes there. They land on your landing page. You engage the user and now you ask for an opt-in. So even though the user is engaged, not every user will give you their email address. So there will be a fair amount of users who are engaged, interested in the product, but click away, exit your landing page as soon as you ask for the email opt-in. And those users might be buyers. That user might have converted if you didn't ask for the email address. If you engage them the right way, you give them the right information, you make them enthusiastic about the offer, about the product, whatever it is, and then you ask for an email address and you lose them, you might have thrown away a conversion. And that's a shame, right? So even though the engagement is there, and even though the quality of your traffic goes up, the amount of traffic goes down. And because the amount of traffic goes down, the conversions will go down as well. Because in that loss of traffic to the offer page, you might lose a conversion. And you already paid for the traffic. It's no different whether you have an opt-in or no. You still have the same traffic going through. You're just losing more of the traffic. And even though that percentage that sticks will have a higher chance of converting, you're still losing conversions at the bottom because not everybody clicks through. So those are kind of my last thoughts, is like, if you really want an email list, you can include an email opt-in if you know what you're doing. If you are a beginner in the affiliate marketing, I would say don't do it. Don't spend your time on it. You need the conversions. You need to make this campaign into a huge success. So think about this campaign before thinking about other campaigns. So don't include an email opt-in unless you are very, very, very sure that you know what you are doing and you don't mind missing a couple conversions, and you need to build or want to build an email list for that specific vertical or that specific offer, whatever it is. But overall, I would say it's not necessary to use an email opt-in. That's going to be it on this one. Post your reactions down below, because I'm very curious how you think about email opt-ins in the affiliate marketing. And then I will catch you next time. Peace out.